A bunch of new Quest 3 games were just revealed, and here is everything that you should be excited about. First up, let's talk Tracked Shoot to Survive. This is a brand new game from the Green Hell VR developer Incuvo. In this game, you're going to be a survivor of a plane crash, and you're lost in the Canadian wilderness. Sounds like The Long Dark to me, kind of, sort of, in a little bit. It says in the description, in Tracked Shoot to Survive, your goal is simple. Make it out alive and rescue your sister from the drug smugglers who took you down. Trust your instinct, fight, hunt, craft, and explore. Every corner is filled with adventure. Face many challenges, puzzles, wild animals, and beautiful views. This game is coming out this fall, and because it's from the developers of Green Hell VR, the ones who brought Green Hell to VR anyways, this game has the potential to be pretty darn awesome and to look pretty darn awesome. If you didn't see recently, they did an update for Green Hell VR that made Green Hell look really, really nice. And all the mechanics in that game work really well. So this is a brand new IP from Incuvo, and I'm very excited to try this out. I love this location and like this setting for survival type games. So I'm very interested to find out more about Tracked. Next up, another really interesting looking game from Soul Assembly, the developer behind The Cabin. This one says it's coming in the winter of 2025, and this is called Street Gods. The description says Street Gods is a myth-fueled VR action roguelite where you wield Mjolnir and fight to restore reality in a collapsing New York City. Throw, recall, and slam the hammer in brutal physics-based VR combat. Forge your path, unlock new powers, and rise from the streets to become a god. This actually sounds pretty awesome. And if the trailer is any indication, I think it's going to be a really cool art style and a really cool game. I love Soul Assembly. They've done some awesome stuff, and I'm very curious to see them take a crack at a superhero type of game. Although this is less superhero, more god wielding a hammer, I think, from what I can see for this. But you know what I mean. I can't wait to play this game. I've always wanted to be Thor in VR, and this looks like about the closest we're gonna get right now. This next one is a bit different. This one is called Stellar Cafe, and it's designed with some really, really interesting NPCs. This is actually developed by a company called Astro Beam, and it's a former Alchemy Labs founder. Alchemy Labs is the company behind Job Simulator. The description for this one specifically says, this isn't your normal VR game. There are no controllers, no menus, no dialogue wheels, just your voice, your hands, and a bunch of lovable robotic weirdos that need your help trying to figure their lives out. Whether that means being a guest star on their podcast, helping them quit their job, or coaching them to chase their dreams. These NPCs, I've been seeing teases about this for quite a long time. They're supposed to be like the pinnacle of AI, like really, really well done AI-powered NPCs that you can talk to naturally, that you can talk to multiple at the same time, and you can talk to them and they'll respond to you in a natural way, and it's going to be natural conversation. I'm actually very excited for this because I love AI-powered NPCs and the experimental nature of it. So I'm very excited to test this out as it gets closer. Even though it's like a kind of a cafe type of game, which isn't usually my thing, I'm extremely excited to be playing this at some point. Fast Travel Games announced a brand new game today. They're publishing a game from a studio called Nervous Systems. This game is coming later on this year as well, and it's called Vex Mage. The description says twin elements, infinite momentum, danger from every direction, merge spells, cross dimensions, and dance through deadly arenas in this lightning-fast shooter. Alone or together, claim your immortality on cross-platform leaderboards. Your name is eternal. It seems like an interesting concept, and the game looks like it could be very interesting. I'm curious to test it out. I'm not really 100% sure how it's going to play or what it's going to do based just on this trailer and what little I've read about it. But Fast Travel Games, great studio. They know what they're doing, so I'm excited to see what they have going on with this game. Arkan Age, one of the best games of the year so far, is coming to Quest 3. That's right. Arkan Age, which launched on PC VR and PSVR 2 previously, and I just started playing on PSVR 2, and it's fantastic, by the way, is coming to Quest 3, and it actually looks really darn good. This game is very good. It's in-depth. I haven't finished it, but it's apparently like around a 10 to 12 hour campaign. The combat is fantastic. The lore is amazing. Even visually in this trailer you're seeing for Quest 3, it looks really nice as well. I love the overall aesthetic of this game. My son was even watching me, and he hates shooters and this type of game, combat game, and he was interested in watching it when I was playing PSVR 2 because he said it looked really interesting. So I'm very, very excited to get my hands on the Quest 3 version because I'm excited to be able to play it tetherlessly and wherever I want instead of having to play it in the living room. To me, that's really the magic of the Quest 3. FlatVR Studios also made some announcements for new games coming today as well. Here's the thing, I've never really heard of any of these games. Well, I've heard of one of them, but the other two I'm not really 100% sure of. I Am Your Beast is what looks like a first-person shooter with a really cool art style, and that is coming to VR, apparently. Also, Flatout 4, I have heard of Flatout, the racing series. Flatout 4 is coming. I guess it's kind of a racing combat series, or a destruction anyways. But Flatout 4 is coming as well. I think we've been teased that before, that Flatout was coming, but the specific game, Flatout 4, is coming to VR as well. And then the Signal Stranded on Sirenus is coming to VR as well. Those are all ports that they've worked on or are working on that are coming to virtual reality. I imagine Quest 3, I don't know that it was specifically announced when they were talking about it, I can't remember, but that is the ones that they've got coming. And then finally, one more that they have coming that was just teased, Poppy Playtime VR. It's a super quick tease. It's a horror game that's like childish as far as like the look of it goes. Not my thing at all, not even slightly. But I know Poppy Playtime is really popular. On top of brand new announcements, there's also announcements that relate to upcoming Quest 3 games. Glassbreaker's Champions of Moss has kind of been around in early access, or at least I think it was an alpha or beta and testing for a while. It's coming this holiday season. This is by Polyarch. You'll recognize the art style. Same developer and studio that did Moss. This is a real-time action strategy battler. I have not tested it, but it looks really cool, and it's officially launching this holiday season. Endreams also put out a brand new gameplay demo of Reach. This is an extended demo. This just looks fantastic. I'll just read you the quick description. It says, embody a reluctant hero, wield extraordinary abilities, and journey into a perilous world of crossed realities. Make every move matter to shape your destiny. Are you ready to make the leap? I don't know about you, but this game is one of the ones I'm most excited for this year because it looks stunningly fantastic and physics-based, and I cannot wait to play it. Also, we got a new look at the roguelite RTS Grit and Valor 1949, another Endreams published game. This one is from developers Milky T and Endreams in partnership. It's coming out on August 21st, so this month, not very long to wait. Of Lies and Rain also got an official early access date announcement. I loved the demo when I played it. September 10th is when you'll be able to get the game in early access. This is a kind of a futuristic sci-fi post-apocalyptic shooter, and it really looks nice on Quest. One of the better Quest games out there. We got a new trailer and new footage for Exosshock, which is by Viral Games, and I actually am very curious to try this. It's a 1 to 4 player cooperative sci-fi PvE shooter, and it's supposed to be really tactical, and it's supposed to be really difficult playing against the bots. They're supposed to swarm you, flank you, all that stuff. That's coming out fall of this year as well. Zixs, I've been talking about this for a while. It looks kind of interesting. It's another roguelike with a really apparently deep combat system and procedurally generated world system. And it's multiplayer and co-op. That is coming out in early access on September 18th. And it looks really cool as well. Now I am going to mention one more thing because this is in support of Mike VRO, VR Oasis. This is for PC VR, but I think some of you might find this interesting, and I don't mention PC VR as often as I probably should. Ready or Not is getting a mod. And this isn't like an official mod, it's a mod put together by Virtual Reality Oasis, or Mike from the VRO channel, and Kit, K-I-T-T, who is a modder. It says a dedicated VR mod for Ready or Not on PC developed by Kit and supported by VR influencer Virtual Reality Oasis, including major additions to the game not seen in the traditional UE VR injector. This looks really cool. I've never played Ready or Not, but I'm ready to play it in VR. There you go. There's some brand new unannounced games just announced and updates on games coming later on this year. Which one are you excited for the most? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so that more people can see it. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thanks so much for watching and happy questing.